Here at RDU International, last week we had the start of non-stop service to Paris, and today we got details about the demolition of the old part of Terminal 1. A lot of drivers used nearby Trailwood Road as an alternate route. However, engineers had to close it because of structural problems, and a replacement won't be finished until sometime next summer. Earlier this month, county library officials recommended this site on Judd Parkway, which is outside of downtown Fuquay-Varina. The mayor here says this was not his first choice. Volunteers are working hard, getting ready to feed up to 300 people who will stop by tonight to pick up bags of groceries. And this is all the work of a 12-year-old girl. Usually when you go to a restaurant, you look at the menu and compare the prices. But there is a new concept in the Triangle that merely suggests prices, and you pay what you want. These green markings on Hillsborough Street are part of a test program to make it a little safer for cyclists to transition out of the bike lanes and into the main travel lanes. There are no excuses for missing Mr. Griffin's classes. If you can't be here, you can watch them, live or archived on Periscope. And in the coming months, you'll see the signs going up designating this a future interstate corridor. You can see the damage to the bricks in this wall here at Hayes Barton Baptist Church. Several times a year, drivers on outbound Glenwood Avenue miss the curve. They scrape this wall and knock down this utility pole. For years, conventional wisdom said that if you didn't get a pulse in a patient after about 20 minutes of resuscitation, you weren't going to get one. But Wake County EMS tried something different about 10 years ago. YouNow tells me that users must be at least 13 years old to participate, and it monitors the feeds 24/7 and shuts down any inappropriate behavior. It takes a lot of work to keep a farm like this running, and it's probably something that a lot of us don't know much about. But now there's a website that's connecting tourists with genuine experiences like this. A lot of students probably would have just let it go, but Everett decided to put together a case and take it all the way to the Harnett County Board of Education. And it's not just hot meals. These children will take home bags of food so they have something to eat this weekend. This morning, Turkey says that it has cleared ISIS from its border with Syria, but the move could increase tensions with the U.S. over Syria policy. Another hijacking in the news this morning, this one in the Philippines, where a terror group reportedly is holding 10 Indonesian nationals hostage after commandeering their ship. This morning, Donald Trump is reversing himself after comments on abortion caused a firestorm yesterday. Now, the sheriff's office tells WRAL that metal detector is going to be replaced. They're also considering providing officers in the non-secure area of the detention center with a handheld detector as an added layer of security. The playroom at the Salvation Army in Raleigh is a lot of fun for Stephanie Gibson's children, but the past 4 years have been tough for this family. Gibson says a bedbug problem forced them out of their apartment and they never recovered.
We've lived with family members, we've lived with friends, we lived in a hotel.
And most recently at a shelter in Raleigh. Her daughter's school counselors referred them to the Salvation Army's Project Catch. It's a program to help children experiencing homelessness. Coordinator Jennifer Tisdale says they face unique challenges.
The trauma of homelessness that is on those young children in those early years and those early developing years is really significant.
Project Catch helps families meet basic needs, and then the children get special attention, focused on education and mental health. Tisdale hopes Project Catch gives children in traumatic situations some hope.
That you're not alone, that there are people that care about you.
Thanks to some help from a local group called Families Together, Gibson and her children just moved into this new home. How does it feel to have your own place now?
It feels great.
Gibson says if it wasn't for Project Catch, she is not sure where her family would be today. After a long journey, she's grateful to be on stable ground.
Just to see the smile on my kids' faces is trying not to cry.
Brian Schrader, WRAL News, Raleigh. The popular app is called YouNow. Unlike picture posts to Facebook or 140 characters on Twitter, YouNow allows teens to live stream and chat with strangers. With one push of a button, teens can invite millions of people into their lives and into their rooms. This is YouNow. People are streaming more than 50,000 hours of video every day on this platform. Log in and you can see live video from users all over the world. Lots of teenagers playing music, acting silly, and getting likes and comments in real time from viewers.
It's a good way to get your 15 minutes of fame.
15-year-old Eva Ray uses it often.
Usually I just put the app on broadcast while I'm doing everyday stuff like playing video games, I'm out on a walk. It's a cool way to meet new people.
Her dad trusts her to use it responsibly, but he is a little leery about his daughter broadcasting her life to strangers.
Like any parent, I think I've got some reservations with what's going out.
The live videos are categorized by hashtags on the side of the screen, and that's what's raising some eyebrows. The Sleeping Squad shows live video of people sleeping, many of them teenagers.
I think that's really weird, actually.
It's terrifying.
Thomas Ray, no relation to Eva, manages educational programs at the Poe Center for Health Education in Raleigh. He says he's especially concerned because viewers can send live chat messages to the broadcasters.
So a pedophile could literally groom a young person through an app like this by communicating with them, by encouraging them to do things online that they wanted them to do, and ultimately to even meet or make contact outside of the cyber world.
You now tells me that users must be at least 13 years old to participate, and it monitors the feeds 24/7 and shuts down any inappropriate behavior. Ray says parents need to take control and explain to their kids the difference between what's public and what's private.
We, as the adults in their lives, have to help them make decisions, help them make good choices, and that means constant engagement.
Eva Ray says some viewers have made her uncomfortable before.
There are the weird, creepy people out there, and there's no way you can completely prevent them from getting to you.
She says she always blocks those viewers. Her father is counting on Eva's upbringing to help her make good decisions.
Hope that that's going to be as big a player as the exhilaration, the fame of, I've got my 15 minutes.
Brian Schrader, WRAL News, Raleigh.